Hello, welcome to my fourth video. And today I wanna have this traditional Vietnamese dish, bánh xèo, while talking about how Chinese truly think about Japan. Before my food is ready, I wanna tell you the conclusion is that China has very mixed feelings over Japan. On one hand, we love the Japanese anime and Japanese food, and we like to travel to Japan. And on the other hand, we could say that we are sometimes feeling really furious about what Japanese government against their Japanese army did to Chinese and other people in other nations. So I got this fan sale. It's like a fried pancake made from rice flour and shrimp and some bean sprouts. And we also got some vegetables like lettuce, perilla, cucumber, and some mango. So the first step is how what do we really like about the Japan? I think the first goes to the anime. I've watched Doraemon, One Piece, and Detective. It'll always surprise me how I see the little blue robot cats literally pull out anything from his little pocket. So that is the first. And second is about the Japanese food, ramen and sushi. Japanese food is almost everywhere in China right now. So you can just wrap the vegetables and the fried pancake in a rice paper and then dip it into the fish sauce. It's sour and a little bit spicy. And I think the third factor is that Chinese really like to travel to Japan. I think I heard that there are almost 1,000 flights one day between these two nations. And the fourth factor, I think, is um, Chinese people really like the products of Japan. Before they usually fly to Japan and buy Japanese products like the rice cooker and toilet seats. So in most Chinese views, they think made in Japan means high quality, good price, and good service. What do we dislike about Japan? I think it's mostly because of the Japanese government. I got it's fried sour meat, and I got some sauce. I think it's mostly because what the Japanese government did. They tried to visit the Yasukuni Shrine, and they tried to whitewash their war history from their textbooks. I heard that on their high school and senior high school textbooks, there are almost nothing describing about their criminals, about the crimes they made during the wars. And I also know that in 2012, at that year, because of the conflicts of some islands, I think it's near the Taiwan Strait because of the islands conflicts. So some Chinese began to boycott Japanese products, and even in Xi'an, a Toyota car was crashed by some Chinese because the owner drove that Toyota car on the street at that time, and such behaviors are not tolerated at that time by some Chinese. And so from time to time, I could say that until now, there are still some Chinese furious about Japanese government, and some of them even feel furious about Japanese people culture. There are some videos online that some Chinese will cut off the Japanese flag from the um, national flags, from all those flags, from Vietnamese flags, Chinese flags, Korean, American, Canadian, and they will cut off the Japanese one from all those flags. So I could say that most Chinese do have mixed feelings over Japan. Some of them really like Japan, like their animes, their culture, their food, and even traveling to Japan. While some are not, and they even, I could say that they even hate Japan. That feeling is heinous, fried, sour meat. It's a little bit hot out here. This one is good. It's crispy outside and juicy inside. It's sour meat, but I just didn't taste any sourness from this. Maybe it's already fermented. So these are all based on my own. I could say that Chinese are not feeling furious about anything, any countries, and China is not just like what others on the YouTube described an evil country or our government is evil, Chinese is evil. I don't think so. China is so huge. We got more than 1 billion people. So, and we are not so known by uh, the world because we have a firewall to keep us from speaking to the world. So most of you may know us from those fake news and from the history books. So most people have some misunderstandings over China, and I also want you to know that China is just as common as your country, and Chinese is also working like normal people. We work, we eat, and we seldom talk about political areas. And after 4 years living in Vietnam, I also knew about some conflicts between Vietnam and China. And nowadays, the governments of the two nations are also working with each other to solve those problems. And I think the relationship between these two nations have been very well. The little boy just asked me for a video because he saw me shooting this video in their restaurants. So I think that's all for today's video, and I will finish all these dishes and then head back home. It's so hot out here, and this restaurant doesn't have a air conditioner. Okay, see you next time. Bye.